Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie, and today's Monday. Welcome to another weekly reading vlog. This week is not going to be as exciting as last week because I'm back to work. Today, I was back to work. I was up at 7 o'clock. Well, if I'm honest, I was up at like 5:30, but it was really hot. So I was up at 5:30. I think I went to the toilet and then I went back into bed, and then I just kind of kept waking up like every 20 minutes or so. It was really frustrating me. So today I worked a long day shift, which if you guys don't know, that is 8 AM to 8 PM. So it's a very long day, and I near enough went to bed really early last night, so I didn't get any reading done last night apart from like a chapter. And then today I think I read a chapter whilst at work. So I'm now currently on page 152 of Eve of Man. I'm really enjoying this book, like so much, like really enjoying it. However, the Cramathon started yesterday and today was day 2, and so far I haven't been reading anything from the Cramathon, but you know, I had work, so that's to be expected. So this evening I kind of want to start Queens of Geek by Jen Wilde, as this is a book selection. It's my LGBTQIA and Own Voices selection challenge, so it would be good to start that. So yes, however I'm currently in the middle of a chapter in Eve of Man, so I think I'll finish this chapter first, which is literally just over the page, and then I'll go into starting this tonight. I'm off work tomorrow, so I can read some more Queen of Geek tomorrow. Now that I'm back into the function of things, I'm going to obviously take it easy, but get some reading done, especially because it's a readathon. Now, I also got a package at my nan's. So this is from Han Macmillan. I'm not sure what this book is actually, because I don't know. This book, I'm going to unbox for you guys. What is this? What is this? What is this? I've already got this book. I've got 2. It's very bizarre. Okay, so I'm clearly going to have to do a giveaway then. Okay, so I've just received another copy of Queens of Fernburn by Kendare Blake from the publisher. And this contains 2 little novellas, The Young Queens and The Oracle Queen. So yeah, I've already got this. That's very interesting. I've just received another copy in the mail. So in a way that's kind of good, because I don't really want any extra books. But I'm loving these pictures, guys. Look at these crowns. Like, that's really awesome. So, we bid you welcome to the 3 Dark Grounds Court. We're delighted to welcome you to as an elemental. A note from Kendare Blake. Welcome to the Elemental Court. To look forward to your many displays of gift, bright and spark lightning, and wind to keep us cool. Fire gifts to keep the candles burning. Maybe a few of you will have the gift of earth, and some can shake the ground beneath us. Always make things more interesting. Please find enclosed a copy of The Magical Beginning to the Lives of Our Young Queens, and a tale of a queen whose oracle gift led her to the darkest of acts, or did they? And watch this space for more 3D Court news. Well, that is interesting. What am I then? So I'm an elemental, okay. Elemental courtiers, you're no doubt an emotional and artistic bunch likely to make your case for the direct attacks and the wonder to behold. Keep an eye on the poisoners though, they do not show your straightforward, noble attitude. The best of luck to you all. Well, this is interesting. I'm an elemental. I'm going to keep this, I'm going to stick this in my diary. So, okay. Anyway, so I've got another copy of this, so maybe stay tuned for a giveaway. So that'd be like quite interesting. Yes, so again, nice thank you to the publisher, Pan Macmillan, for sending this to me. but I can't help but feel like it's a hint that I need to get some reading done. So I need to read 3 Dark Crowns, and then I need to get my hands on 1 Dark Throne, because I do have 3 Dark Crowns. I think I have like 2 or 3 editions. No, I think I have 2 editions of 3 Dark Crowns, but I don't have the heart to get rid of them because they're all different. I think I've got the red. I might have all 3 actually. I think I've got all 3 of the crowns. The red, the green, and the like orangey yellow. It rings a bell. Anyway, that's that. So the plan tonight, now that I've settled down, I'm in my pyjamas, I'm going to read this chapter of Eve of Man, then I'll start Queens of Geek. If I find I'm getting sleepy, I'm going to listen to more of the audiobook of Clockwork Angel, because that's also one of the challenges for me for the Gramathon. However, I've just noticed my toenails are getting long, so that's a random thing for you. Anyway, so I've opened the windows in my flat because whenever I leave the flat, I have to close the windows for obviously like security reasons. Like I'm told to do that. So when I come home, the flat is very stuffy and I kind of smell stuffy, if that makes sense. So I have to open a couple of windows. I open the bathroom window because the washing is kind of near the bathroom, and then I open the one in the lounge, and then I've just turned on my smelly wool like Ambi Pure thing because it just, and obviously I come home from work and I do stink because I've been in the same clothes for like 12 hours, and pretty much today like 14 hours in the same clothes. I changed my t-shirt, but still like just near enough in the same clothes, so it's kind of gross. I'm coming home like sweaty and everything, so yes, it's not nice, but that's the world that Katie lives in. Anyway, so that's Monday. I've got my weekly essentials from my nan, like my milk and stuff. Tomorrow I'm off, and I will hopefully tell you my daily plan tomorrow. But I will say goodbye from Monday. Hey guys, so today is Tuesday and I'm just here to update you on reading and what I've been getting up to today. So because I've been off work today, I've been doing a few little errands around the house. So I managed to do a little bit more washing, because every week I always try and wash things like my kitchen towels and my bathroom mat and my dressing gown and so on and so forth. So I've got those washed and they're just airing out at the moment with a window open in my bathroom to air that out. So my washing has been done for that. Then I had some lunch. I had a couple of cheese and onion sort of pastry sausage roll things with some salad. So I had some of those, and then I sort of sat down and filmed some books that are in my book haul for June. So they're done and they're out of the way. There was about 5 books, so I thought I'd film it just so that I can put them away. So I did that, and then I wrapped up 6 books. They are currently down here, which you can see, and basically from July to December this year I'm going to be selecting one of them. It's going to be like a mystery sort of selection, and they're just sort of like 6 random books as well. So I'd use like a random generator because they've all got numbers 1 to 6. So I use the random generator, whatever number comes out is the book that I've got to unwrap in the TBR video. So I just thought I'd create a bit of mystery. I've seen a few booktubers do this and I thought it'd be really interesting. So credit goes out to all those booktubers that have done this. I think it's a really good idea. I was going to use my TBR jar for it, but then I thought, you know what, it's just going to take me ages just to go down to the garage just to find all of those books. And it's quite a struggle to try and do that, so I just selected 6 books that are from this bookshelf here. I've also had a little tidy up on my bookshelf. So basically this month's TBR is between the Harry Potter bookends on the side, so all these books that are here, that includes books that are also in the Gramathon or any other readathons I'm going to be using. They will just be on this shelf here. and this top shelf looks a little bit more cleared up now. I've pretty much just put the Harry Potter books up here, and I put my new latest review book up here as well. So this is my TBR shelf. I'm debating whether to change this bottom shelf as well and maybe put these books and things in the garage, because these are like red books. So I might put them in the garage and then use this as another TBR shelf, but I'm not entirely sure yet because this is like my special favourite book, so I don't really know how I feel about doing that just yet. So it's just a thought and a feeling, but I will decide in the next week or so about doing that. So I have been listening to the audiobook of Clockwork Angel for the Cramathon. It's one of my challenges to listen to an audiobook. So I've listened to a few chapters, so it's quite good. So whilst I've been doing stuff, I've also been doing some reading in a way. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it actually. I've got about 100 pages left. I'm literally on chapter 17. Look how much I've got left of this book. I could easily finish this book today. However, I still need to finish a chapter in this, which I didn't do last night because, if I'm honest, I got a bit carried away with the E3 games convention thing that's going on, where they announce the games that are going to be coming out. So I've been a bit obsessed watching that, and there's a Nintendo one that's coming on at 5 PM, so I might end up watching that, but I'm not entirely sure yet. However, I do want to start Queens of Geek by Jen Wild as my physical book for the challenge. So I'm going to, after this clip, I'm going to finish this chapter of Eve Man, and then I'm going to begin Queens of Geek, and then I'll see how I go from there. I'm probably going to plan on having some dinner a little bit later tonight, probably between 6 and 7, because I'm not really hungry at the moment. I just had some fruit, which, you know, it's quite good. Ben's mum gave me some apples and bananas. I don't usually eat them because for some reason the sort of juice and the acid in the bananas and apples, they make my gums quite itchy. However, because my gums haven't been too bad lately, they haven't been too itchy whilst eating the fruit, and sometimes it's my tongue I need to worry about as well when it comes to fruit juices. So that's why I normally have like concentrated juice, like when it comes to drinking juice. So having like real fruit juice sometimes can irritate my tongue and my gums. However, this time it's not been so bad, although I did wash it down with a cup of tea as well, so that could have helped as well. So maybe it's possible for having fruit if I have a cup of tea with it, who knows. Anyway, I'm trying to sort of eat really good. Like I had salad with my lunch, so I had quite a light salad, quite a light lunch. And I think for dinner tonight, because Ben's mum gave me some like bolognese pasta dishes, I think I'm just gonna have one of those. So today's just gone really fast already, which, you know, it's a real big shame, like it's just gone so fast. But, you know, I'm enjoying my day. I don't know what I want to do this evening after dinner, whether I want to play a game. I've got a real big urge ever since watching E3. I've got so many games over here on the shelf. Some I haven't even started because I never had time in the past few months, but there are just some that I'm looking at and I've got a real urge to give them a play. And I'm feeling like a real RPG game. So I don't know whether I want to play a game that I've played before or just start a new game. I don't know. I just feel like starting a new game will be a lot of commitment. However, it could be really good to play for a couple of hours on a new game. So I'm really tempted. There's a couple of games that are on the shelf that are like the first books. There's a couple of games on the shelf that are like the first games in a series, because the second ones have just been announced in the E3 this year. So I've got The Last of Us, which I could play, and I think there's like a couple of others as well. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. So I might pick out some that I haven't played yet and maybe do a little random dip, or I could see which ones I'm warming to the most However, I'm not going to know unless I play it. So I don't know. I don't know whether I'm in the mood for a zombie game, because those kind of scare me. I love them, but they scare me. So I don't really know. I'm feeling an RPG is going to be my thing for today. Anyway, so I'm going to jump off and do some reading now, and then shortly after dinner, possible game tonight. But what I do, guys, is I will let you know tomorrow all the things I managed to get up to, or I can let you know this very evening. So yes, I will see you guys pretty soon, hopefully. Hey guys, so it's Wednesday and it's actually nearly 11 PM, so I've got to be really quick. I've got like 10 minutes before I have to kind of like stop talking because everyone's kind of sleeping. Anyway, so today I had a long day shift at work. I didn't manage to get any reading done because at work we went on a trip to Leighton Buzzard, the railway station that's there. So we had a day trip there, and then by the time we got back it was 7 PM, so I had an hour left of the shift, and so I literally kind of wrapped up the shift by doing my notes and had some dinner, so I had some sandwiches, and then I went straight to rehearsal, and rehearsal started at 8:30 this evening. So when I got there I only had to wait 10 minutes, and we just went through some songs, which was quite good. So yeah, did the rehearsal and I got back here and I had to go put the rubbish bags out, so like the recycling and the black bag, so I had to go do that. So I did that, and I've literally only just settled. So yes, that is the way it is. So I just want to share with you some bookmarks that I got whilst I was at Leighton Buzzard. So I had a choice of 3 colours, but I was good this time and only went for the one. I had a choice of, I think it was red, green or black, so I went for the black. So there's this leather bookmark with the little train on it, so I thought that was really cool. And then when we got to, because we went on the steam railway train, and then on the other end there's a platform, and there they have a little place where you can buy things, and so I got a couple of bookmarks there that somebody had crafted. So these are handcrafted, so they're unique. So this one has got some owls on it, so I thought that was really cool and unique, and it's the material as well. And then the other one I got had doggies on it, little doggies, so I thought that was really cute. And then I got these metallic style bookmarks, which I really love and adore. So this one's got like a little Hello Kitty on it, which I thought was really cool. Little Hello Kitty. That is so cool. Look at that, guys. That's really unique. Next one I got is this dragonfly. This next one's got a little fishy on it. And the last one is a big gigantic strawberry. So all in all, 4 metal unique bookmarks, and then I've also got these 2 material ones, so I thought they were an absolute steal. So really just, I'm mad when it comes to bookmarks. Every time I travel somewhere there's kind of like historic or like a museum or somewhere where they do, especially these sort of bookmarks, then I like to collect them, and I own hundreds of bookmarks, literally hundreds. So now I've got 7 bookmarks to add to my collection, but I'm very proud. No mail today, so I've been really good with my book buying, because you know, this time last year I would have at least 1 book nearly every day, so I've been good in that sense. So this very evening I managed to read a chapter. So I'm just going to settle down now, do a little bit more reading, see how far I get. I probably will listen to Clockwork Angel. I've got 100 pages left of this book now, I'm so close to the finish line for this book, so it'll be good. So yesterday I had a little last minute sort of like, I wanted to change one of the challenges. So because I was reading Eve of Man, what I wanted to do is I wanted to include Eve of Man in the readathon because I need to get it read. So I've changed the challenge to read a 5-star predicted read, because this is a book that I do predict that I will give 5 stars, and I predicted it because it is an anticipated release, so I thought I'll put it towards that. So I got rid of Always Forever Maybe by Nikki Rossi, and yeah, so that way I'm still reading Eve of Man, which is good, and I don't feel guilty about it because I'm really into it. I really am into this book, and I'm so near the halfway mark actually. I think literally within the next 40 pages I should be halfway through, so that's really good. So it would be good actually for the Cramathon to complete both of these books. Like, that would be really good. I'd feel really proud if I actually managed to get that done. Anyway guys, I'm gonna go now because it's 11 PM and I'm gonna get some reading done whilst it's nice and quiet, and I'm going to wake up. I don't start till 2 tomorrow, so I think all I need to do really tomorrow is definitely to have a shower tomorrow before work, and I need to do some washing. I think for sort of adult stuff, that's all I need to do tomorrow before my shift. So I'm gonna get some reading done, I think, other than that, so that would be good. So yes, I'm going to leave you guys for Wednesday's vlog, and I will see you guys tomorrow, letting you know the definite plan and any reading that I managed to get done. Hey guys, so today is Friday and I'm here to update you on my reading. I'm sorry I didn't actually film a video for yesterday. I found myself to be quite busy during the time before I started work. My Kindle actually was playing up. For some reason it wasn't showing the Kindle books in the library and I couldn't load any books to read, so it was frustrating me. I tried restarting it, I tried factory resetting it and then re-putting them on again, and still to no avail. I've had the Kindle for a couple of years now, so it could be a sort of like manufacturing or hardware sort of issue where maybe it's like overheated and somehow it just is refusing to load now and can only handle maybe a couple of books at a time. At the moment I sort of factory reset it and I haven't downloaded anything at all, like no Kindle books are downloaded and none of my ebooks review are downloaded onto it. I'm just going to see how it goes and then see later on in the day if it loads that. However, I have gone and purchased another Kindle. I managed to get 15% off it because I was talking to an Amazon associate who went through all the stages with me, and in the end they just said, look, it seems to be probably a hardware sort of issue, and as it's out of warranty because it's been over a year, they said they can offer a percentage off, which I'm more than happy with. So I managed to get the 18GB just basic Kindle Fire 7-inch, which is literally what this one is. It's the Kindle Fire 7, but I've bought the bigger capacity this time. It's only £10 more, but with the discount I've near enough managed to get the same price as I would have got with a 8GB of data, which you do find that with the storage on the inside of like apps and everything, it literally eats all of the space. So I just thought this time I'm going to try a bigger capacity, maybe it's going to run a bit better, and because it's like a newer version of the Kindle 7 Fire, maybe it will run better as well. Hopefully it does. And then when it arrives, if it all works okay for like the first month or so, I'll probably end up deregistering this one and then trading it in, probably to like CEX, because I noticed that they do take in tablets, so I can get some in-store credit and maybe like purchase a couple of games. So in a way it's kind of like a win-win thing. I mean, these Kindles, they only seem to have like a 2-year warranty, which is shameful. Actually, my other Kindle Fire, which I don't use that often, is still working, but it's very, very slow. So it still works, but it's very, very slow. So there is that as well. I do have a Kindle Paperwhite, which I don't use that often at all. I can't remember the last time I used it because I'm in love with the Kindle Fire. However, I still like the Paperwhite if I was to go out of the building, because the trouble with the Kindle Fires is the screen has the little reflection on it, and when reading outside of a building it's really hard to, so the Paperwhite is good for that sort of thing. However, I mostly read inside buildings at the moment, so it's not too much of a worry, but I do have the Paperwhite there if I need it. So I've gone and ordered a new Kindle. It should come sometime next week. I went for the free delivery. I could have paid like probably $4.99 to get it posted, but I'm working this weekend, so there's no point in it getting delivered because they're probably going to end up holding it anyway because I'm not here to take the package. So either way, it should come next week when I am home, so that would be really, really good to happen. So that happened. Literally, the Kindle took all that time before I started work yesterday, and then I went to work. I did my 2 to 10 shift. I was a little bit on edge at first of the shift. I've been really on edge lately, especially when going to work, but to be fair, I do have a couple of personal issues which I'm not going to talk about, and one of them sort of happened just before I started work, which kind of put me on edge as well. I was really sort of like shook, and eventually it took me going on a walk to actually let it out of my system. So yeah, that really happened. However, it was a decent shift. I'm not upset at all about it. So I came home around 10ish, sort of settled down a bit, got myself a glass of tropical juice, and then I was just laying in bed, went to go look at my Kindle. That was a big mistake. So I started reading some of Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, and then I was dozing off, so I listened to the audiobook, and then eventually I fell asleep. So I had like 2 chapters left of this book, and this morning I put my Kindle on again. That was a big mistake. Tried deregistering again, tried putting it on again, and it still failed. So I've literally just done nothing with it. I've just registered it again, but nothing is downloaded. I think 1 ebook's downloaded. I just downloaded City of Fallen Angels, which I did purchase already. I've had it purchased on the Kindle. So I've just downloaded just to see what happens with that. But hopefully the new Kindle works a lot better. So that's a shame. Anyway, whilst I was faffing around with the Kindle and talking to the Amazon associate took like nearly an hour, I'm not even joking. I had like 3 different people talking to me, and I was getting very frustrated. I mean, even in my head I was like, can you not just give me a discount to get a new Kindle, because it's pretty much what I'm thinking myself, and I'm quite good in the technical sort of area. Like, I've done everything they asked. Even before they asked it, I've reset it. I did the factory reset, and they're telling me to do that, and I'm like, I've done it already. I've done everything that you can simply want me to do. So luckily they offered me something. Anyway, so whilst all of that palaver was going on, I managed to do a bit more reading, and I ended up finishing this very book, Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I finally finished it. It was one of my challenges for the cramathon, so it's really good. I managed to cram this into the week and get it finished by listening to it as an audiobook and also kind of physically reading it as well. I didn't have very long left to read it. I was on I think chapter 13 when I first started the readathon, so I'll just find you the chapter just so you can see how much I've actually managed to read, and I feel really proud of myself. I'd listened to it mostly on audiobook as well. Actually, I think it was chapter 12 rings a bell, so I managed to read and listen to this amount, so that's really good. I've just posted my review on my blog. I am just about to go and film my video review of it as well, because on my channel and now on my blog I would like to review every book that I managed to read, whether it was good, whether it was bad, anything, just sort of like logging it. And I'm logging it in a written style, and then I'm logging it in a video style, and when I type it up as a written style, I'm sort of using that as kind of cue card for doing my video review, so it comes in handy. So yeah, really happy. Managed to get a book read, so that's book number 2 read this month, so you know, could be worse. I'm still a busy bee, very busy bee. I've only got today off, and then I'm back in tomorrow for the weekend. 2 long day shifts, 2 12-hour shifts. I'm going to be very tired, but I've got Monday off, so Monday's my next day off, so that will be nice. So hopefully the weekend goes really well, but I know that we are short staffed and I am in charge on the Sunday, so who knows what's going to happen. Got to stay positive. I don't really know what's going to happen today. I haven't actually heard from Ben today. We haven't planned anything this week. I don't know if he's actually working any night shifts like today or tomorrow, so I'm not entirely sure. So I'm literally waiting to hear from Ben, and if he replies a bit late in the day, it's no worries. I can see him next week. I can see him whenever. We're both quite busy at the moment, so yeah. So I don't really know like what's going on today. I just want to get some more reading done in honesty, but I have a real massive urge ever since the E3 conference of all the games being announced. I have a massive urge to play some games, and let me tell you, I am probably the most excited for Spyro the Dragon, the remastered. Oh my god guys, like I need that, but that doesn't come out till like September, so it's a few months away. My goodness, so many really good games going out. I'm going to be absolutely broke. I'm going to have to like try and balance them all to which ones that I want to play the most. Who knows? One of my colleagues was like, go and get PlayStation Plus and we can all play together, and I was like, oh no, that's going to take my time and everything. So there's all of that that's going on. So really today is just going to be a kind of relaxing day involving reading, possible gaming. What I'll do is I'll let you know either tonight or tomorrow what I managed to get up to for today, and if any plans manage to change I'll let you know as well. Like if I end up going over Ben's, I'll let you know, but it's a complete mystery for today because I've only got today off, so I don't know whether I want to just relax in my own space, but I also kind of want to see Ben as well. So I don't know, I feel like it would be nice because I haven't seen him for a few days, but it's, like I say, it's not the end of the world at the same time. Anyway, this is a really rambling vlog, but luckily I've updated on yesterday as well as today, so I will see you guys tonight or tomorrow updating you. Hey guys, so it's Tuesday and I'm here to wrap up last week's reading vlog for you guys. So for Saturday I didn't end up going into work. I, if honest, was mentally exhausted. I was kind of depressed really, which then made me feel really sick and dizzy, and I even tried getting some sleep and that didn't really help at all. So I had a bath at some point during the day and I read 50 pages of Illuminae right here. But really I was just all over the place on Saturday. Sunday I went back into work. I was determined that I was going to go into work, although after going into work I'm sort of feeling like, why did I go into work? Because all sorts of things happened, and yeah, it was just not a great day. But all things considered, I plodded through the day, I made it through, and that's all that matters. So the weekend was pretty crap and not a lot of reading got done. So last week was a bit of a downer, I suppose. So yeah, that's all I can really say for last week's reading vlog. Hopefully this next week's going to be better, but all I will say and all I will admit at the moment is that I'm feeling a bit lost at the moment, and I don't know whether that means like in my career, like maybe I need to move places of work. I feel like I've lost motivation and my love for my job. I used to really enjoy going into work, and now I'm just sort of like not enjoying going into work, so I'm not entirely sure if that's a thing. Like maybe I need to look into finding a new job somehow, but all I know is just I'm not myself at the moment, and like I'm feeling a bit lost and I'm just all over the place, so I don't know like where it comes into with reading and that sort of thing. But that's it from last week, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video despite it being a little bit melancholy. If you have enjoyed it, please do give me a thumbs up, and also do let me know down below in the comments what you guys managed to read last week and what you guys managed to get up to. Like, did you have a good week, have a bad week? Did you guys go to work? Did you guys get up to anything interesting? I always like to know what you guys get up to down below in the comments, and we can start a conversation about it. But I hope you guys are alright and that you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. If you're new to my channel, then please feel free to subscribe, and you can click on the bell notification if you don't want to miss a video from my face. But my weekly vlogs are what you guys get to see, what happens in my life underneath everything when I'm not actually doing videos. I tend to not like wear makeup in my vlogs, so it's where I'm being honest, I'm being me, and you guys seem to like that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it all the same, and keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie. I'll see all of you wonderful people in my next video. Bye!